Liam and Alex had always been drawn to the open road, and their recent road trip through Navajo lands promised adventure and discovery. They had left the bustling city behind for the serene and mysterious beauty of the desert. The sun dipped below the horizon as they ventured down a remote stretch of highway. Excited about the isolation and the beauty around them, they decided to set up camp in a secluded clearing surrounded by towering mesas. As the fire crackled and the night grew darker, the evening progressed uneventfully until Liam noticed something out of place. A figure moved on the edge of the clearing, casting a long shadow. "Alex, do you see that?" Liam asked, pointing towards the dim silhouette. Alex squinted and tried to see through the darkness. "It's probably just an animal. We're in the middle of nowhere." But the unsettling sensation of being watched persisted. The firelight flickered ominously and the noises of the night seemed to grow louder. Just as they were about to turn in for the night, a rustling sound outside their tent jolted them awake. "What was that?" Alex whispered, his voice tight with fear. "I don't know, but we should check it out," Liam said, grabbing a flashlight. They ventured outside only to find the noise coming from the nearby trees. Their flashlight revealed disturbing, elongated tracks in the dirt, tracks that seemed to shift and twist unnaturally. Panic set in as the howling grew nearer, mingled with eerie whispers in a language they couldn't understand. Their campsite was in disarray, gear scattered, the fire out, and an ominous silence hanging in the air. "We need to get out of here," Liam said urgently. They hurried to their truck, but as they were about to drive off, they noticed the shadowy figure on a distant hill, an unsettling, wavering shape that seemed to watch them intently. As they sped away, the night felt suffocating. The moonlight cast long, eerie shadows and the whispers seemed to follow them. Suddenly, a powerful impact jolted their vehicle. The truck veered uncontrollably, and Liam struggled to maintain control as they skidded across the road. The truck crashed into a rocky outcrop, the force of the collision throwing them both around. The world spun as the truck came to a halt, and everything went silent. Liam became disoriented and bruised and called Alex. There was no response. Liam crawled out of the wrecked vehicle, his heart pounding. Alex was nowhere to be seen. Just then he saw something, a pair of glowing eyes peering from behind a rock. The shadowy figure from earlier was now closer, and Liam could make out its twisted form. Panic surged through him as he realized the figure was approaching. Determined to escape, Liam sprinted away from the wreckage, not daring to look back. He ran with all his strength, his breath coming in ragged gasps as he pushed through the pain and exhaustion. The darkness of the desert night enveloped him, but he focused on reaching the nearest town, knowing he had to find help for Alex. His mind raced with fear and worry for his friend, the image of the shadowy figure and the unsettling whispering driving him forward. His legs felt like lead, but the thought of Alex kept him going. At dawn, when the sky began to lighten with the first hints of sunrise, Liam finally reached a small Navajo town. He stumbled into the local diner, exhausted and covered in dirt. The few early risers in the diner looked up with concern as he burst through the door, gasping for breath. "Help! My friend is missing!" Liam shouted, his voice hoarse with desperation. "We were camping out by the mesas and something attacked us." The locals, startled by his frantic appearance, quickly took action. They contacted the local authorities and organized a search party. As the search began, Liam recounted the harrowing details of the night. The elder listened intently, his face grave. "Skinwalkers are known to use fear and confusion to their advantage. They can be very dangerous. We must search carefully and be aware of their tricks. In Navajo tradition, a skinwalker can transform into animals or other people. Skinwalkers are believed to be able to mimic voices, create illusions, and even possess animals. Their goal is often to spread fear and confusion. If you're feeling watched or followed, it's possible they're using those tactics to lead you astray or harm you." The search efforts to find Alex were intense, but ultimately fruitless. The wrecked truck and the area around it were thoroughly examined, but Alex was nowhere to be found. The tracks that Liam had seen were gone, as if they had never existed. In the weeks that followed, the search for Alex continued, though it became clear that finding him would be a daunting task. The haunting presence of the skinwalker left an indelible mark on Liam, a reminder of the ancient and malevolent forces that lurk in the shadows of the desert.